Wildest rumor you've heard?
I mean, there were a few yesterday.
Now, once again, not reporting.
Right.
That
I'm trying to think what the wildest one was yesterday, because some of them came true. I mean, the Falcons coming back up for a second pass rusher was a pretty wild, wild type of a thing. Even the Jaguars trading up for Travis Hunter, that seemed completely wild, and then it ended up happening. I would say we're kind of out of the rumor area of it, but I would say this, all right, for quarterbacks today. All right, I'll give you this one. The wildest rumor, I'd phrase it as more than a rumor, but the wildest rumor is that the third quarterback off the board will not be Shedeur Sanders. It will not be Jalen Milroe. It'll be Tyler Shough, who was Justin Herbert's backup for 2 years at Oregon. That will shock a lot of people. So brace yourselves for all the talk about Shedeur last night. I'm not saying this will happen, but it's entirely possible he's not the third, maybe even not the fourth quarterback off the board.
Yeah, I know that the Steelers really like him. I was told that yesterday. But I'm not going to be surprised at that, but only because I had intel that somebody said, don't be surprised that this guy can play in the NFL. Even Louis Riddick said he's a guy who could probably be a quarterback in the NFL for 10 years.
Right.
So I'm like, all right.
He's one of those guys who, again, lacking physical traits in terms of he doesn't have the biggest arm, but he's got NFL size. He's a tall guy. He does have a pretty good arm, and he's been exposed to so much. I mean, think about it, 7 years of college football, which everyone's dream, 7 years in college, well, other than the 3 major injuries. But he's been around forever, and he's been exposed to all these different systems, all these different coaches. That's why he rose up during the process, was he could sit down, and whatever team he was with, he was like, oh, yeah, I ran that. That was 2019 at Oregon. And so he's really helped himself. The one thing with Shough, because he's had all those injuries that people get nervous about, and there were a bunch of people who brought this up to me, is you can see it. It's not even so much like a risk of further injury. It's does it impact his play? When the rush is bearing down on him, does he shy away from contact? Does he have a little bit of a flinch to him? That's going to bother some people more than others. But if you're one of those people out of, let's say, the Shanahan-McVay style of offense where you just want him to see it, process it, get the football to his playmakers, you're going to like Tyler Shough.